Welcome to the video setup manual for your new HiPod X7. Let's begin with the cases. The HiPod comes in 3 hard-shell, foam-padded cases. We leave plenty of room to expand in the accessory case, with the option to travel with only 2. The cases are the tubes, base, and accessory. The first step in setting up the base is to take the base plate out of the accessory case. Next, take the base unit from the base case and place it into the plate. Take the bottom base ratchet and tighten until the base is tightly secured into the base plate. This ratchet is a dual functioning item which can not only tighten but be repositioned by pulling out. Next, you have the option to either extend the legs or insert the HiPod tubes into the base. We're going to start with the tubes. Simply take them out of the case and put them through the hole at the top of the base. In the same manner of the ratchet at the bottom of the base, there is one at the top. This squeezes the tubes so that they can't move. This is valuable when you're elevating the tubes so that the base is gripping onto them and they won't slip out. The same motion is used to tighten. To extend the HiPod legs, simply remove the spring-loaded pin, allowing the leg to swing outward. Reposition to the exterior hole, and then replace the pin to lock. Now, loosen the twist leg lock by turning it in the appropriate direction notated by the arrows. Extend the leg to its full length and tighten. Then adjust the secondary leg lock into place, tightening it using the thumb screw on the side. This provides a second line of protection should the original leg lock slip. Repeat this sequence for all 3 legs. On the top of the HiPod base, you will find a leveling bubble. This bubble helps to ensure that your shot will be even once the tubes are fully elevated. Readjust the legs until the bubble is directly in the center of the plastic ring. Now it's time to attach the head to the tubes. At the top, you will find a bolt that you can remove. Insert the head into the marked grooves for it to sit, and then reattach the bolt to the tubes, holding the unit in place. Inside of your HiPod accessory case, you will find an Allen key. Use setting number 6 and tighten the head to the tubes. You will find a second bubble on the HiPod, this time located on the head plate. Adjust the plate until it is even, marked by the bubble, and then tighten the ratchet on the side to hold in place. Remove the HiPod handle from the accessory case. Position the clamp so that it will open to fit, and then tighten with the screw on the side. Make sure that you mount the handle from the reverse side that the pins are dangling on the tube. Open the monitor bracket with a quick release silver screw on the side. Position the bracket on the tube so that it clamps down, lock the screw, and tighten it. Make sure that you mount the bracket above the handle, but below the bottom collar of the lowest tube. To adjust the plastic tip where you will mount the monitor, release the clamp on the side, position, and tighten again. The HiPod head and handle are connected via 2 nylon ropes, both running down from the head and up from the handle. On the 2 cords coming out from the bottom of the HiPod handle, you will find 2 carabiner hooks. Attach these to the nylon ropes coming down from the HiPod head. Make sure that the ropes coming out of the bottom of the HiPod handle go in opposite directions, meaning that in this camera view, one will go left and one will go right. Make sure that the ropes do not crisscross. This will allow the handle to turn, moving the head while the unit is in use. The HiPod video cable sends signal down to the LCD monitor from the camera. Notice the 2 different ends of the cable, as one will be elevated to the top and the other will plug into the monitor at the bottom. The lower part of the cord connects to your remote, and the upper part of the cord connects to the camera. They will attach via the hooks, both on the top of the head and on the monitor bracket. The cable is coiled for your convenience. Simply attach to the hooks on the HiPod head and the monitor bracket. Remove the LCD kit from the accessory case. This includes the battery plate, the monitor plate, and the monitor itself. Attach this to the monitor bracket via the monitor mounting hook. Tighten the screw on the back to hold the monitor in place. When fully charged, this battery for the monitor will power the device for 8 to 10 hours. Simply take the battery, position into the grooves on the back of the battery mounting plate, and slide into place. Take note that the pins are connected and positioned correctly on the battery. There are openings on the battery that will accept the pins. Now it's time to attach the LCD to the 31-foot video cable. Take the two yellow cords coming out of the LCD and connect them to both the yellow and red cord coming down from the cable. We're sending two video signals, the second through the audio line. To connect the LCD to its power source, simply take the black cord coming out of the monitor and plug it into either hole on the base of the battery plate. This will allow power to conduct from the battery to the monitor. The bracket for the HD monitor attaches to the HiPod in the same way as does the SD monitor. The difference between these two is how the monitors mount to these brackets themselves. Once the bracket has been attached, take your HD LCD monitor and twist it onto the top screw of the mounting bracket. Turn it until you are satisfied with the position and lock into place. Next, lock the ratchets into the position that you prefer the monitor to face. You do this on the two ratchets on the elbow itself. When using composite signal with your HD LCD, you'll need to attach the converter shown to the port here. Then simply take your yellow cord and plug it into the monitor. The other ports and cables will not be used. For setup with HDMI cables, simply plug in the HDMI cable that was included in your unit to the back of the LCD monitor to HDMI in. There are two different sides of this HDMI cable, a mini HDMI port that will plug into your camera, and the standard HDMI port, which plugs into the base of the LCD. Now it's time to turn your monitor on. Simply flip the switch on the back of the LCD. Battery hookup will be the same as on the SD monitor. Then open the cover on the front as such. The button on the bottom left, the red power button, will turn your monitor on. Notice the other video options on the bottom of the screen. The remote for the HiPod can be found in your accessory case. Simply take the remote and attach it to the plastic piece jutting out from the right side of the handle. Then take the end of the wire and connect it to the black cord coming down from the 30-foot video cable. You will have to line up a groove on the inside of these two cords so that they will connect. After connecting, you will be able to control record, zoom, sleep, wake, and still photo options on your camera. To allow for your camera to stay on while filming, you will need to open the LCD on the side of the camera, flip it forward, and then push it back to close. Then take your two remaining Sony cable kit cords, your D cable and your Lank pigtail, and take the black open stereo jack 2.5 in size and plug in the Lank pigtail to the D cable. This allows for remote control signal to be sent from the camera to the controller below. Then take your camera and open up the panel on the side. You will find a port that looks like a half moon, or shaped like a D. Take the D cable and plug it into this port. At the top of the HiPod head, you will find a plate with two golden screws attached. Simply take your camera and position so you can see the mounting hole beneath. Then take one of the screws and sandwich the camera to the plate, from the screw beneath to the camera above. There's a secondary screw that will help to tighten the entire unit into place. Now it's time to connect the D cable and Lank cords to the 31-foot video cable. First, take the 3.5 stereo jack for Lank and connect the two black cords together. Then connect the remaining video cords, yellow to yellow and red to red. The remaining white cord will simply dangle on the side and will remain unused. this point in the process, your unit is set to elevate. Your HiPod should look like this while compressed, fully set up with the legs extended and all video cords attached. Now it's time to elevate the HiPod tubes. There are 6 stages total, each that secures with a cam lock, opening as such. Once the lock is open, you can push the tube up to your desired height. Make sure that you don't push any further than the white line at the end of each length. Once you've reached the white line, simply close the cam lock and the pole will stay in place. In the bottom 3 sections of the HiPod tubing, there is an insertable pin for added security. Simply expose the hole at the bottom of each tube length, insert the pin as such, and this ensures that the pole will not retract until the pin is removed. To keep the video cord neat and out of the way of the cords reaching from the HiPod handle up to the HiPod head, we've included a strap of Velcro on each tube length. Simply open the Velcro piece and secure the cord inside.